Welcome to yet another manga review, chapter 230, I believe, of My Hero Academia. Now, before we get on with our regularly scheduled program, I want to ask you to subscribe right now. Your subscription really encourages me to keep going, and if you don't, I'll fall into a crippling depression, so please do it. Now on to your regularly scheduled program, I guess. In this chapter, we get some explanations for Twice's quirk. Nothing really new, I believe. Nothing that the fan base hasn't figured out on their own. We get some unlimited Twice works showing just how absolutely fucking broken his quirk is. Like, it seems to have no limitations other than the clone is weaker than the one that created the clone. But that really doesn't matter, so it doesn't matter in this situation. He can still flood the whole place with clones. So it's an absolutely broken quirk, and we're going to go over why that's questionable later on, like in a couple of minutes, but whatever. We also get some, what's his face? Compress, there you go. Compress. We see him getting absolutely destroyed. Currently, he is probably the, second weakest in the league. Because Spinner has, I'd say weakest because he isn't that strong, it seems, while Spinner has shown to have some form of skill in fighting. Compress doesn't seem to have any fighting skill. So we see him getting absolutely destroyed. Now, this is where the kind of rant starts, so I might be getting a little intense right here. So, we get some Hori doing our boy Dabi wrong. Like, fucking Dabi barely has any screen time. He barely does anything. Like, his fight with this ice guy has been mostly off-screened. And now, we get some limitations on his quirk. Like, what the fuck, Hori? We get some bullshit limitations of, oh, it burns his skin when he uses it. Like, it burns him from the inside when he uses it. That is fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Like, alright, Hori, I feel like, is pretty bad at, like, giving limitations to quirks, as we see with Twice. Like, Twice is an example. He creates these really strong quirks and then doesn't really give them limitations, while he creates these other moderately strong quirks and puts a shit ton of limitations on them to the point where they're fucking useless. Like, oh, it can't work on living beings or some shit. Like, we saw a lot of that in the joint training arc, 1B versus 1A. We saw a lot of that shit where it's just like unnecessary limitations on quirks, while like unnecessary limitations on moderately strong quirks, while we have fuckers like Overhaul running around. He can fucking yeet you out of existence while also being able to bring you back to life. We've got Shiggy now being able to permeate his decay through other objects. We've got fucking Deku running around with 7 quirks. Like, we've got all this shit that's left unchecked. The shit that should be checked, and it's not checked, dude. It's like, I don't know. It's like Hori is trying to kind of structure it like American comic superheroes. You know how there's like the D tier heroes, the B tier heroes, like, and then we've got the A tier heroes that everyone knows about. Like, it's like he's structuring it like that. Like, he's obviously making tiers instead of balancing everyone out to make this a fair battle shonen. He's like he's making obvious tiers where these characters really will never be significant. Like, he's taking the worst parts of Western comics, pretty much, making these B-listers, these C-listers a thing, instead of evening the whole playing field out. So, it's bullshit. And, like, I don't remember like during the pro hero arc, leave in the comment section below. Like, I don't remember if Endeavor had a limitation like this on his quirk. Like, did it burn him up? Because I don't remember that. I remember it kind of strained him, I believe, when he went just full force with this quirk. But I don't remember if it was just like it burned him from the inside. Now I know Dabi, like, this might be some like wrong shit that you're taught in school that is just completely wrong. So I'm like, Dabi has blue flames, right? So that makes it automatically hotter than wherever the fuck what's his Endeavor pulls out, right? Like, that's what I was taught in school, but that was like elementary school shit, middle school shit, so it could be completely wrong because elementary schools and middle schools like to lie. So so I'm just going to assume that by default Dabi's flames are hotter than Endeavor's. Actually, I kind of recall something about Endeavor, his flames actually heating up his body, but I don't think it was ever to the point where it's just like it straight up burns his body. While with Dabi, we have this stupid ass limitation. Like, the dude has barely used his powers, and we're getting a limitation on it. Like, granted, he's still strong as fuck. Like, he's still, what, the second most, like, alright. In terms of hard hitting, he's probably the strongest league member. But that limitation really wasn't needed. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Obviously, Hori did. But whatever. Dabi, yeah, Dabi. Just Dabi. There you go. Now, this ice guy. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm moving around right now, because I am. I'm standing up and just walking around in circles. It's kind of what I do. Helps me think. This ice guy, I'm still trying to struggle with the thought of whether he's, like, I'm still struggling with the thought of whether he's stronger than Todoroki or weaker, like, in terms of usefulness. I'd say Todoroki is still in the lead because he has both ice and fire, and his ice has been shown to, like, do some crazy shit, like giant glaciers. While this ice guy, I guess it's just different applications of ice. Like, Todoroki, he can do it defensively, he can do it offensively, whatever. This guy, he requires a water source. Unlike Todoroki, there you go, that's the big thing I wanted to bring up. He requires a water source. Todoroki, it doesn't seem like he has much of a limit. Like, it just freezes his body if he uses too much, I believe. That's like the only limitation I can remember. Actually, I believe during like the original training arc, it might have been like it strains him if he uses it for too long. Like, whatever. That's probably never going to be relevant or whatever. So, yeah. While this guy, he requires water. Now that's a huge problem. Unless this guy can take the water in the atmosphere and use it, I really see a glaring problem, because it's just like, you don't always have access to water. Like, what if he's fighting in a forest or something? Like, what if he's fighting in a desert? He's dead. He's fucking dead. And Todoroki kind of beats him right there, because Todoroki can use his quirk without water, so he can be in that desert just fucking shooting those glaciers. Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, this guy's power is cool. It could probably, like, maybe we'll learn that he can use the water in the atmosphere. If he can, then damn, he's actually pretty damn good. Like, the fact that he can control the ice is pretty good in itself. Like, maybe Todoroki will learn how to do something similar. Like, I don't know. But yeah, right now I'd say Todoroki is probably more useful, even though this guy has probably trained his quirk so much to the point where he'd probably win against Todoroki, but whatever. What is Todoroki? Is Todoroki his first name or last name? I think Shoto. Shoto? Whatever. I'm just gonna keep calling him Todoroki, okay? Like, just like people never call Kaneki Ken. It's always Kaneki, right? Because I'm pretty sure Ken is... Whatever. We went over the ice guy, we went over Dabi. Now let's get to Compress. Now my boy Compress needs a power-up, dog. Like, right now he is absolutely useless. Like, I'm trying to think of a power-up, maybe like he can compress larger areas. Like, very large areas. Like, he compresses a whole entire fucking house or something. That'd be pretty damn cool. I doubt he has that power-up right now, because he'd probably use it to compress, like, multiple people into one ball and then throwing it into the sewers or something. I don't know. But he probably doesn't have anything useful to pull out right now. He's probably going to be the only League member that hasn't gotten some form of a power-up this arc. Which sucks, because I love Compress. I know he doesn't have much character, he hasn't had much development or anything, but I love him. But this chapter has also made me absolutely love Twice, too. I used to hate him, he was annoying, but now I love Twice. He's probably, what, my third favorite League member? Shigaraki, Toga, and then Twice. Spinner is just, like, absolutely, like, at the bottom. I hope he fucking defects already. He's useless. Actually, no. Shigaraki, Dabi, now Twice, then Toga. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm still kind of loopy, like a little ranty about Dabi right now. That's all that's going through my head right now is Dabi. But yeah, it's just Compress. I like him. Cool guy. Takes very good photos of Spider-Man. Very cool. But yeah, he needs a power-up. I don't care about Spinner. I don't care if he gets a power-up. Does he even have a quirk beyond being a reptile? I don't know. I don't care. I just need my boy Compress to get something. And then we end the chapter with Giga waking up. Giga. I don't even know his full name. It's like 20 million characters long. It's like, I'm just going to keep calling him Giga. I'm pretty sure I don't know. His name is Giga from now on. Get used to it. Giga wakes up a little bit early because the doctor figures, yeah, they're about to fucking die. Particularly, like, he notices that Hori made a bad decision by limiting Dabi's quirk, right? And so he's just like, what the fuck, Hori? I might as well wake up Giga right now since you gotta do some clown shit and give Dabi a massive limitation like that. Fucking the doctor's breaking the fourth wall. But yeah, overall, like, I'm talking mad shit about this chapter, but overall, I really liked it. Really good chapter. I'm going to keep saying it. This arc has been really good. And next chapter is going to be even crazier because we're going to be getting Giga next. We're going to be getting some overall just crazy shit in general. So I'm really, I guess you can say, hype. I'm very hype. Very, very hype. But yeah, good chapter. I rate, like, easily 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video if you got this far. I kind of changed up the format of how I'm reviewing things. I'm not going to go page by page like I usually do. I'm going to try to just summarize the whole chapter in like 30 seconds and then pick out things that I find really interesting and just kind of rant about them for like 12,000 minutes. I kind of like that format. I think it's much better than doing page by page. If you think otherwise, put it in the comment section below. I really would like to know what you think about this channel altogether. And just put, what did you think about the chapter? I forgot to ask that at the beginning of the video, but what did you think about the chapter? Put that at the comment section below too. Bye ya.